Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be talking about the mount called Slime Serpent and if this is still obtainable in the DragonFlight Pre-Patch, which by the way, Phase 2 just released, so if you're watching this and you don't know what's new, check out the video linked in the description. Now let's continue to find out if the Slime Serpent is still obtainable. Now, if you don't know what the Slime Serpent mount looks like, it looks like this, and how you obtain it is by soloing the plaguefall dungeon in Maldraxxus. Now this can prove quite difficult, so I am attempting it on my Retribution Paladin main, which is at an item level of 297, so this should seem easy for someone of my gear, and perhaps even someone of your gear, depending on what it is. So, going over what I stated before, this can prove challenging. I would recommend going a tank if you are low on gear, or a DPS if high on gear. In this run through, I will only be going over major parts such as bosses, deaths, and at the end overall how hard it was to complete and see if I obtain the mount called Slime Serpent. So, moving on to the first boss in the dungeon, known as Globgrog. Now, this boss didn't prove too bad damage-wise. My passive healing kept me alive. The only thing I would worry about is if you attempt this at mythic difficulty, watch out for the healing slimes that he summons, especially the big one. But overall, this took me just over 1 minute to defeat the boss. Now, moving on to the second boss, or a death. Maybe. Hopefully not. Now, another thing to watch out for is the massive amounts of toxic slime pools in this dungeon. This can prove quite deadly and harming to your character if you stay in it for too long, like I did here. It does around 1% of your maximum health per stack, but every like second, 2 seconds. But this can prove really harming if you let it stack to maybe even 7 or above. Now, these brood ambushes can cause massive damage and annoying stuns to your character, if you let them free cast that is. Make sure to interrupt and stun them. Unfortunately, I did not do this, and the many stealthlings they spawned all ambushed me and caused my first death. Now, I also tried to skip the second boss, but that now means that I spawned all the way back at the start, so ultimately, I had to kill him. So, that brings us to the earlier mentioned second boss, known as Dr. Ickis. Now, this boss was easy to handle, except for the fact that I accidentally pulled him with all the ads. Just make sure to deal with the plague slime bombs. They can cause heavy damage, especially on mythic. Just kill them, should be easy to handle. But overall, this took me around 1.5 minutes to kill. Pretty easy. Alrighty, we have killed the first and second boss. Now, on to the third boss, known as Domina Venomblade. Really, the only thing to mention is to kill the brood assassins she spawns. The poison knives they throw can cause heavy damage over time, and once dealt with, that should be the rest of the boss fight. Should be a breeze. Should be pretty easy. This took me around 1 minute to kill, so pretty easy. Not that bad, not that bad, except for the poison knives. Those dealt massive damage. Now, on to the last boss, known as Stradama Margrave. Just make sure to soak the circle that the ad spawns, and to dodge the massive slime tentacles in the short intermissions. This boss can prove quite difficult if you do not do those things, but if you do, then it should go smoothly. This boss took me around 2 minutes to kill due to the intermissions. The intermissions are around 20 seconds each, and then this boss will come back up and you can begin fighting again. Now, moving on to the part everyone is interested in. After killing all of the bosses, I ventured back up to the surface to see if the mount was there for the taking. And lo and behold, the slime serpent was in the slime, ready for me to claim it as one of my mounts. This proves that, indeed, it is obtainable in the DragonFlight Pre-Patch, and most likely DragonFlight as well, as though I do not know about that. But it is obtainable. Thank you all so much for watching this video. I do hope you enjoyed. That was is the plaguefall dungeon hard to solo, and is the slime serpent still obtainable in the DragonFlight Pre-Patch. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Please make sure to like and subscribe if you did enjoy, and I'll see you in my next one. Goodbye.